There we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Down To Earth Astronomy's first iteration of a mine-a-ton. So today's event is a competitive mining event. We have a total of, let me just find a total here. We have a total of 5 people who have signed up, and I'm gonna go over all the rules in a bit, and we have to do some pre-flight checks and stuff like that before we can get people off. We're gonna do that, and again I'm gonna run over the rules. I'm just gonna quickly see. It's been a little hectic here at the end. I'm just gonna.
And I only.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello. I have a few of the guys on Discord, and I'm still trying to get the last things organized here. But yeah, sorry to interrupt. I will just quickly run through the rules that I made a checklist for myself, because otherwise I'll forget half of it. Okay, so we're gonna run over the rules now. First of all the people joining should all have an invite to the private group here that we're in. So I will lead the people outside Martin Gateway in LP, where we are at right now. You can see the system name here in case people aren't here already. And I will have to manifest people so we can make sure that people are in fact only carrying limpets in their cargo hold. That is the first step. I will also need all the participants to go over here to their codex. Inside the codex they head to commander, they head to stats, they go down to mining, and they send me a screenshot of this screen so that I can get their base mining stats here before we start. Here's my alt character. Oh god, I still mine 200 million on my alt. That's actually impressive. Okay, so I'll need those. So guys, please, if you haven't already sent me those screenshots, take those screenshots and post them to me on Discord so I can get all those stats in. Hold on. There's some people having problems. Join, hold on, join. Just still trying to get everybody organized here.
How do you make a screenshot again?
Print screen.
Right.
If you just go print screen and just post it directly into Discord, it will this was updated building from Emsilus. Good. Okay, screenshots are coming in. But okay, as those screenshots are slowly coming in, let's continue to run over the rules. I'm planning that we're going to spend, now we're about already 10 minutes in, but I'm planning that we're going to spend the next 20 minutes setting this up. That meaning that at in-game time 20:30, we're going to give the go and people can leave. And then they have an hour to mine as much material as they can. They're allowed to go wherever they want. And they have to come back within the hour and sell. It's important that all materials are sold within the hour. That means materials that are sold after the clock says 21:29. If it says 21:30, it's no go. If it says 21:29, it's go. It's okay. So they have to be back within the hour and sell the materials. No blocking of station entrances, and there will be no PvP, so don't shoot each other. That's have you gone with a PvP build?
No, of course. Of course.
But those are basically the rules. So again, materials have to be sold at Martin Gateway, and so yeah, now we just need all the screenshots to come in, and we need to have people out here so we can so they can submit to a scan. And I saw a screenshot here from Emsilus, I think. Let me just quickly write down Emsilus stats here.
Now, how often do they update? Because I sold some more mining stuff about half of.
They should update fairly. I mean, I think they're almost live. Materials. It's 29,418, and we're gonna have a look at all these stats here in a bit, so we can compare and see see how experienced miners the different people are, and it looked like, and I hope that we have different different experience levels when it comes to mining. And this was from Noxton, who has here 967 68. Got that one. 2, 4, 5. There we go. That was from Noxton. And that's actually all I just need from the last person. Then I'll begin the police scans now. And just get chat back so I can actually see what's going on here. Good evening, Don Galoro. So we have Commander Noxton here. Didn't I set up a fire group for this? Manifest scan? Oh yeah, there we go.
We have to be worried about you looking for fire groups?
The manifest scanner goes into a fire group.
Right, that's what I would say as well.
Let's just check Noxton here. Indeed, he only has limpets. And this definitely also looks like a mining build. So Noxton, you're clear. Then we have Ratatouille. I'm gonna have had a fun time pronouncing that. Okay, we're gonna have a look at him. Indeed, also only limpets. I'm not gonna spoil anything, and again looks good. Looks like a mining build to me. And we have DKY, who have some beeping going on.
Sorry.
DKY here, let's see. Verify his build. And again, we're gonna go and dive into these builds as well in a bit, and also only limpets, so he's clear as well. So now we're just waiting for the last two people to join us outside the station, and as soon as they're ready, we can go. I still need one screenshot. Let me see if the people. Oh yeah. There we go. Hello guys. Just dragged you in. Wrath. Okay, got it.
Yeah, Wrath or Wraith, whichever you fancy.
Okay, Wrath. I'll use that. I think the only one who haven't I scanned yet. I haven't scanned
Me.
Emsilus, and I haven't scanned Michael yet. Oh, so
Can you guys hear me? Because I can't hear you guys.
yes, we can hear you. Okay.
5 by 5.
Wonderful. Yes, we can hear you. There we go. Good job replying in the voice chat. I saw a ship.
Go!
And that's almost a disqualification right there.
Why you boosted past me?
I'm sitting still.
Oh, you are? Shit.
Yes, my thrusters are at 0. Now sit still. Submit to a scan. This will only take a moment. God damn it.
No!
Okay, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Sit still.
Yeah,
then.
Nice.
No. Yeah, I'll stop.
You can hear us as well, I assume.
Yep, absolutely.
Ah!
Need a more maneuverable ship for that.
I was supposed to just sit here all day, do nothing. It's my exploration ship. Okay, let's have a look here. . Yes, Emslus, you're clear. Michael, can you... Was it Michael Berman? Yes.
Yeah, you can call me Cageman.
Cageman.
But
Okay.
yeah.
It's just...
Yep.
Yeah. Can you send me a screenshot of your stat page in your codex? Mining stats. So if you head into your codex, you go into Commander, then you go into Stats, and you go to the tab called Mining, and you send me a screenshot of that. Then I will fill in those numbers, and then I actually have everything we need for now. Also, just so you guys are familiar with it, when we come to towards the end of the stream, when you have been selling things, if you go in again to Codex, go to Commander, you will see one called Session Log. In here you can see all the different, every time you sell something. I'll need screenshots of that as well at the end of the stream when you come back. But we'll take that when you guys are back. For now we still have about 15 minutes, so that's good.
Again, does it matter that I already sold something today?
No, I can see that. I mean, I got a timestamp.
Oh,
on the
it tells how. Oh, I see.
It tells the screenshot at the time, so I can see.
Gotcha.
And it should also reset in when you switch out of the instance. So be careful with that. If you log out to the main menu, it should reset the session log.
So don't leave until we've got the screenshots.
So don't leave until you send me the screenshots. Correct. Okay, I got Codex Mining. Yes, perfect. Thank you. I will just fill that into the spreadsheet. So, have you guys? I assume you've been preparing ship builds, and we've collected links and everything to look at. Collected. Sorry, I'm just focusing on typing numbers here. 15, 7, 9, 2. There we go. Okay. That should actually be all the data I need to get us started, which is perfect. Thank you, guys. Have you guys found... yeah, go ahead.
I was thinking about the refinery. Do we need to clean that up so we are completely empty in the refinery?
Oh, that's actually a good point. People probably should do that, yeah.
Damn it. I go my 99%.
So that's you so good with having your hold full of limpets, eh?
Do you need a screenshot of that as well?
It's okay. I assume I can trust you guys to empty your refinery.
Yeah, that's my favorite trick.
Of course you can.
Oh.
Matthew asks in chat, what is the criteria here? Any type of mining is valid. Yeah, you can do whatever you like. The only criteria is that you collected through mining, and that the materials are sold at Martin Gateway after the 1 hour. How you collect it, that's up to you. As long as it's been collected through mining. That means no hunting NPC miners for low temperature diamonds or anything like that. Which is also why I've been scanning people's ships to verify that they didn't carry any FSD interdictors or stuff like that. Because we can't have that.
No.
So have you guys already found your mining spot where you were gonna go?
Oh,
I have.
Yeah, I do have a tactic here, so I'm fairly prepared, I think.
I think really preparation is key. I've already spotted, and there was a bit of a chat about it. Some of you guys mentioned it as earlier as well. Some interesting things, but I'll go over all of that when the miners have left. Of course, they'll be sitting here listening in, but it's more fun when they already left. If I spot something that the miners haven't, no, it's more fun because then if I spot something that you haven't, they will see who's best at adapting in a situation like that.
So you found one of those double hotspots?
Double hotspots? No. Oh, so detailed. I haven't got that much into detail with it.
Yeah, because there's a bit of a discussion on Reddit now where apparently the amounts of motherloads you find in there is ridiculous.
Yeah, where you have overlapping hotspots?
Yes. Or some people even say they found a triple hotspot somewhere, but don't really want to share it. Those stingy fucks.
That makes sense. I mean, if you get a bonus, depending on how close you are to a hotspot, if you get a bonus for multiple hotspots at the same time, then that could potentially be very, very... Oh, yeah, sorry DKY, I'll add you to voice right away. Sorry. Hello. DKY, you are now on voice as well.
Shit.
Mining with hatch breakers, yeah. See, no hatch breakers. And I should also have all of you in, just check that actually as well, in the character friend list. It's just fun so I can, yes, I do.
So we have 4 players, right? Or 4 participants.
5.
5. Oh,
We have Wrath, we have Emslus, we have Noxted, we have DKY, and we have Michael, or Cageman. We have 5 people who are joining today. And we have 9 minutes until go, actually almost 8 minutes. So now would be a good time, if you haven't already, to plot your routes and get everything ready.
so where do we start? Can we just like go outside of Maslock right now, or do we have to wait?
Yeah, I guess that's okay. You can leave Maslock if you like.
Okay.
And you can even, I would even allow you to align up with the system and go full speed towards it if you like that. But there will be no
So we
charging.
can-
There will be no charging of FSDs.
That would be a really nice screenshot, though, of everyone FSDing at the same time.
Yeah, if you can capture that, that would be. And just so we're clear, I will be doing a countdown when we get close, because then we are sure that people's in-game clocks are not slightly misaligned. So as soon as I give the go, you can charge your FSD and you can begin to fly out. So everybody is already off in all kinds of different directions.
Could we wing up in the end before we sell, so we can all make some trading dividends?
Sure.
Share the love.
Dongle asks if I have any plans to make a video about Article 11 and Article 13. Yes, I'm planning to cover it in Hello Dave on Monday, to talk about it there. I feel like it fits okay into to Hello Dave.
Have you manifest scanned me already, or everything's done?
Oh yeah, that's right. I think I need your ship as well. Where are you? There you
I'm
are.
outside the starboard.
Coming after you now.
So how
Now
can
I
you
will
be sure? How can you be sure that no one's jumping out yet?
Well, I can look in the map because I have everybody on friends list.
Damn it! Shit! Turn around!
Stop! Cancel!
No, I'm kidding.
So just checking, you guys can hear me okay?
Yep. You
Perfectly
loud and
fine.
clear. Oh yeah, and as Mumble says, are you guys prepared to be ganked? And as Colin then said, it's unlikely to be ganked. We are in a private group, and the only members of the private group are the people participating in the event. So if there's anybody ganking here, it is either NPCs, Thargoids, or someone who's going to be disqualified.
Right.
Okay, coming up 6 minutes to go. Let me just...
So my plan here is I'm just going straight towards the system now to save fuel.
Yeah, I actually think that's gonna be a bad investment.
Yeah, I don't think it works like that, mate.
No, I actually did try it out. I did a video a while ago where I tried to fly between systems. And even though I flew from one system to the other, and I was like a few light years from the jumping point to the other one, when I activated the frameshift drive, it still set the set number of light years that it was from the main star where I started. So I'm pretty sure it still calculates fuel as if you were all the way back at the start.
Yeah, I think that's how it works. It takes like the parent body for the calculation.
Okay, I see. I mean, the frameshift drive is basically a glorified loading screen, right?
Yes, it is.
So
Oh, Dunklaw says, "Or is Astro to spice up the event." So, who can come back with the most mining while I'm hunting you down like a madman? Oh yeah,
So,
that's a good point, Skorken. What's the price for the winners? The winner will have the choice of a paint job pack, or a ship kit of their choice from the Frontier store. So there's actually some price, or a price on the line here.
ooh.
That's a good point. I completely forgot that on my checklist.
So has everyone got the limpets?
Let me triple
No,
check.
I forgot him. I forgot him.
Yep. I actually have too
Last.
many.
A Braden bobblehead? We'll figure that out afterwards. We'll talk to the winner, see what the. What
Can
they
you
would
even
like.
get them anymore? I thought they were like only
they
really
limited?
limited time thing. Yeah.
I don't know.
I would put that man on my like night desk, you know what I mean?
That's only slightly creepy.
When do we start? Is it like
Just
in 4
slightly.
minutes?
In 3 minutes, and I will do a countdown when, and as soon as I say go, you can begin to charge your friendship drives. Okay.
Okay.
Revco says a Braden bobblehead. Yes, there is a Braden bobblehead. There was at least a Braden bobblehead. Just quickly check the map.
Ooh, the Guardian fighters have a bobblehead. It's actually really cool.
Yeah. Ah, god damn it. Elite, come on. Okay, we have 2.5 minutes until we're ready to go.
Oh god, I'm on
Is
the target.
ramming a valid tactic? Well, I would count that if you're trying to kill another player by ramming them, I would say that is that counts as PvP. So no, ramming is not a valid tactic unless you want to ram the rocks to smithereens and then scoop them up. You're welcome to do that.
Shooting them with prospector limits, does that count?
Sorry, say again.
Shooting them with prospector limits.
Yeah, making prospector limpets crash into. I mean, the prospector limpets or the collector limpets at least do a decent amount of damage to shields. Actually,
God, don't they just?
if you move too quickly or they slam into your ship, they will hurt you.
Yeah. I discovered that trying to fit 6 in this crate, and I put a 2C shield in there. I thought, oh, put the biweave on, it'll be nice and fast. And then within about 2 or 3 limpets, the shields were gone, and I was just boom. It was like, okay, back to a 3C.
Alright. Almost a minute.
Almost 1 minute to go. Rob says you should do this for.
Good luck everyone.
He says do it for 4 hours. I think a 4-hour event would be. I mean, it also has to be. To be entertaining. I prepared some different things we could talk about while the miners are out for the next hour, so that there's at least something we can do.
It's a 24-hour live stream for you, man.
Yeah, 24-hour mining stream.
Mining.
I think my wife will have a few things to say about that.
Mine your way from the Sidewinder to the Anaconda.
Oh,
okay.
she's got me on a time now. 9:30. That's my
I
limit.
actually been thinking about doing something silly when the channel hits 50,000. It could be mined from a Sidewinder to an Anaconda. Only allowed to do money and make money while with mining.
Alright. 25 seconds.
Okay.
Good luck everyone.
Yeah. Good luck to
Yeah,
all
good
of you.
luck.
We
Good luck,
have.
guys.
Good luck, guys.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And everybody's off. Okay. So good luck to all you guys out there, and may the RNGesus mining gods be with you. So, while they are gone, and they are out and about, I thought I would start by taking a quick look at some of the mining stats for the different players. Just to get an idea about how experienced the different players. So here we have the lineup. We have Wrath, we have Emslus, we have Noxton, DKY, and here listed as Michael, but we should be able to just quickly change that over to Commander Cageman. There we go. So we can see here there's a very different when it comes to mining. What am I trying to say here? Mining experience. Cageman, do I assume that you've been mining a lot before the 3.3 patch? It definitely looks like it. If you can see the number of fragments collected here, it's quite high compared to the profit outcome. This is a clear indication that you've been mining a lot before, I think. When it comes to pure profit, Wrath is actually the guy you've been mining a lot. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
4.3 billion credits made
That's
through mining.
one.
That's a lot of mining.
That is how you get 5 anacondas.
Yes.
I think my game crashed.
Your game
no,
crashed?
okay.
Okay.
No,
Then next up, that's followed by Emslus coming in at 2.3 billion credits, then Noxton at 1.4. Then we have Cageband at 300 million, and we have DKY at 171 million credits. There's actually a lot of fragments. DKY, you must have been mining as well, I guess, before, because it's a decent amount of fragments collected for not a lot of profit. That looks like normal, quote-unquote, normal mining.
Yeah, I was just following your videos and mining for engineers, to be honest.
Yeah. But if we look at the pure number of fragments collected, then it's actually Emslus who's been mining the most. At almost 30,000 fragments collected, followed by Wrath and Noxton coming in right behind them at 17,000 and 16,000. And as you can see, as I was hoping, quite a variety of player experiences. But I also want to take a quick look at some of the builds that people are fielding tonight, because they're actually very different. I'm having a look at them here during the day, and it's actually quite interesting, I think. Let's see if I can get this over here, get this up there, like so, and like so. There we go. Okay, so here we have Wrath's build. He is flying a Crate Mark II, which is interesting. He has 128 tons of cargo. This is something we'll see a lot of the ships actually have. Many of them will be fielding 128 tons of cargo. So it's all about how you use that cargo. I guess most assumed that you wouldn't be able to fill up 128 tons of cargo in an hour, which yeah, it could be close, depending on how lucky you are, of course.
An hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay. Bi-weaves and a total of, let me see, 5 active collectors. Prospector, yep. A 4A refinery for 10 bins, and then of course a detailed surface scanners. No weapons, but some shield boosters here engineered with blast resistant.
Yeah.
Interestingly, is if we see the total, where is it? The total range here on the crate. This could potentially be important, because the total latent range determines how far away from the system they can go without having to go and do a refuel on the way. Since there's no fuel scoop on it, if you would have to make sure you have fuel both to get out and come back again, unless you want to dock up at a station and refuel there, which of course is going to cost time, and an event like this, time is money. So, literally, yes. So here we have a total range of just over 200 light years, which is actually pretty good, giving it some decent range. And I assume here Guardian hybrid power plant. I guess that should give you plenty of power.
Yeah. It makes it cap stable when you're doing the boost, so I can actually perma boost all the way through the field.
Oh yeah, also Guardian power distributor, yeah. And looking at the speed, top speed here, of course, Crate being a very, very maneuverable ship. If you go and look at the stats over here, so we can see the rotation speeds. Very maneuverable ship. Top speed when boosting 557, which I actually believe is slightly slower than what you can get out of a Clipper. But I do believe that Crate is more maneuverable, so you have an easier time maneuvering around the rocks.
It can turn. It
can turn, definitely can. Let's try to move over to the build that Emslus is fielding today. We have an Imperial Clipper. Again, we see 128 tons of cargo. Pretty much the same, many of it is the same. Collector limpet-wise, he's gone for a lot of collectors. He's up to 7 collector limpets here, with a Prospector and a 2A refinery for only 6 bins. since this is a fairly short event and we'll probably only be going to one location, I guess 6 spins should technically be enough. But here's the point that I want to make. While the crate might not be such a bad idea for an event like this, because if you look at the total latent jump range, 91 light years, that's less than half of what you get out of the crate. That means that if you're flying an Imperial Clipper, you have to be a lot closer to the starting location if you want to make sure that you can get back, unless you're going for a mid-fuel tactic. Of course, that's also an option. And then again, we have some beam lasers here. 5e efficient beam lasers, so just in case of pirates. I don't know if MSource is planning to switch locations. I mean, that's one of the other downsides. If you are in the middle of the event, figures out that you need to switch to another mining location. If you don't carry weapons, when you drop into the ring, NPC miners, NPC pirates will show up and they will hunt you. If you don't have weapons, you will have to take care of them in another way, if that is mining, or you can just hope that there's no pirates that are spawned. It happens from time to time. Look at this. If you look at the speed here, we can see the Clipper indeed is a lot quicker at 639 meters a second in this case. But the maneuverability, if we compare those, we have 23, 52, and 104. We compare those to that one here, the crate. It's actually pretty comparable in maneuverability in some of the axes at least. You can boot pirates off the radar. That's right. You can't boost them off, but they will. I mean, if you go far enough, they will still hunt you. They will hunt you even though you're outside your own sensor range. So you can outrun the pirates if you want to. I don't know if it's faster to outrun them or if it's faster to simply just outright kill them. I'm not 100% sure about that. But no, interesting to see. Let's move on and let's have a quick look at Noxton's build. Also fielding an Imperial Clipper. Once again, 128 tons of cargo. It seems to be. This is actually a very similar build to the one that MSource is flying. He also fields 7 collector limpets. Slightly slower ship, only 581 meters a second here, so he's not going to be boosting as quickly. But I wonder if that has any effect in the... No, and not as maneuverable either. He's gone with a 4A refinery, so for the 10 bins, again, no weapons, and pretty standard shield boosters and a pulse wave analyzer over here. But again, we can see here with the Imperial Clipper, you get that short total range, which can really be a downside. We can actually quick, just for fun, we could maybe try to go in game and have a look at where people, because people should be in position by now. We can see how people are spread out. So this is already interesting that we can see people are actually fairly close. We have people here 8 light years out, 30 light years out, 30 light years out. And we have a single one out at 35 light years out. So people have definitely stayed close, and I guess that's mainly down to the fuel constraints. And I think especially this one is interesting. That someone actually stayed. I wonder. Yeah, look at that. I think I know. I'm not sure who it is, but I think I know where they went. That's an interesting tactic, actually. I'm not gonna spoil it too much for the people listening in on Discord. Of course, they could be watching the stream. But you know what? Let's try to go. Let's go back and have a look at some of the other builds as well. There's definitely more builds that we can look at. Okay. So we just looked at the build that Noxton was fielding. Let's move over and have a look at the build that DKY is fielding. I got this over on Inara, but we can pretty much still see we still have the 7E cargo rack for 128 tons of cargo. I have a bi-weave 4A refinery, and we have a Guardian FSD booster here, which I think is an interesting choice. It will definitely increase, or we should say we are flying an Imperial Clipper. we can see here if we take one of the other ones here and just use that as an example here. If I fit a Guardian FSD booster, I think it was a class 4, correct? You can see it does increase the total range, so it allows you to go out a little further than you otherwise would. And it's not because, I mean, if you can jump, in this case here, you can jump 127 light years before you run out of fuel. You have to remember that you also need to have enough fuel to run around the ring for an hour, which actually does consume a decent amount of fuel. So you have to add a little bit of leeway here. So the people who are out at 35 light years of total latent range, I mean, I guess if you went with an economic route, you could get a little bit more range out of the ship. But in this case, you wouldn't be able to go 60 light years out because you wouldn't have enough fuel to actually also run around the ring. Collector limpet wise, slightly fewer. We have 3 collectors and 3 colts 2. That's a total of 4 collector limpets here. A prospector. And of course a detailed surface scanner. And then I guess we have a Guardian power plant. We have some thrusters with some dirty drives on, French drive that looks pretty standard here. A point defense, and we also have gimbal beam lasers overcharged at a long range, so clearly also set up to handle a relocation and taking care of the pirates without having to be forced to outrun them. We are an Imperial Clipper, so again they are fairly quick with their boosting, so that should be doable to boost out. Finally, we're gonna have a quick look at Cageman's build here. Oh, this is ooh, okay. So we can see here fielding a Python this time with 2 class 6 cargo racks, again for the 128 tons of cargo, shield generator, and a total of, wow, that is 6, 7, 8 collector limpets. So that's the largest number of collector limpets we've seen so far. A 4A refinery, prospect limpet, and a detailed surface scanner. So again, pretty standard stuff here. Another benefit again of the Python, slightly more total jump range. Actually, what are the fuel tank sizes? Are they all class 5 on all the ships? That's the problem. You can see here the Imperial Clipper only gets a class 4 fuel tank. That's why we get that short range, or that short total latent range. The crate, I guess, yeah, also gets a class 5 fuel tank. So you get slightly more fuel on those. We'll see if fuel becomes an issue. I'm not 100% sure that that's going to be a thing. But again, with 8 active collector limpets, that definitely means you're going to be able to collect a lot quicker than most of the other builds. But again, the Python is not as quick as some of the other builds, only boosting up to 338 meters a second. So we'll have to hope for a high density area. I mean, a build like the Clipper and also the crate for that matter can really handle itself in an area where there's far between the rocks, because you don't spend that much time flying because of your fast boost speed. A ship like the Python is more dependent on having the rocks closely packed together, so you can you don't spend as much time flying between them. So I would guess this would probably be going into a hotspot somewhere to get more core deposits. Also fitted out for combat with some pulse lasers and some decent shield with some shield boosters, and obviously a pulse wave scanner. So yeah, let's just quickly jump back in game again here, like so. Okay, I thought it could be fun because some of the people here are actually also streaming, and the Python is not as maneuverable. Some of the people, as I said, are also streaming. I'll just quickly see if I can get a hold of the links here in my spreadsheet, and I'll post them in chat, giving you guys a chance to go over if you want, and you could follow along on the live streams from the different people, and I'll post them with names on as well, so you can see who is where. And I'm gonna post them both on YouTube and on Twitch. At least for the people where I have live streams. Not everybody who is live streaming, but the ones that are, I will make sure to post the links. And we can now go over and we can have a look at how people are actually doing so far. I don't know, what about you guys? Would you be, at least the guys streaming, should I keep it a secret how far you are along with the, in terms of materials, or...
I don't mind.
You don't mind? Okay. I will, I'll comment on that as well. Oh, hold on. Did something wrong here. Let me just get that again. And copy the stream link. And post that on Twitch and on YouTube. Okay. Let's begin to go over and let's have a quick look at how people are faring. I should be able to do like this. Yes, here we go. Now we are following Wrath, and oh, he even put up a small timer there on the stream, so we can see how much time he actually has left.
Well, tell me how much time I've got left.
Oh, to tell yourself. That's all. So we can see here he is. Can we see where he is? He is in an LHS, clearly in an ice ring. That was the crate build we looked at. And we even spelled Mine-a-ton across the dashboard. I love it.
Dedication.
Dedication, yeah.
Absolutely.
And we can see currently he's picking up some low temperature diamonds. That's actually a pretty interesting point. I'm just gonna quickly jump back in game here, and I'll get my my ship on the landing pad, because as I said in the beginning, all the miners will have to come back and sell here at Martin Gateway. And that of course means that they have to work with the prices that are available at Martin Gateway. Wait, what are you doing?
I've collected everything.
No, sorry, it was, oh, I'm in game. The thingy was just pointing the wrong way for some reason.
Curse the thingy.
Yeah, the small compass is not pointing at my landing pad as it normally does.
Oh.
Okay. Now I just want to open up the market so we can have a look, because normally, of course, the meta when it comes to mining is just collect as many void opals as you can, and then go and sell them for 1.6 billion or whatever. But of course, since we are selling at Martin Gateway, we can see void opals. Here we are, void opals. And they only sell for 332,000 credits, which is by far not the most. That's not the most valuable material you can actually sell. We can see we have other materials like musgravit and monazite, who are both selling for more. But actually, the most valuable material sold at Martin Gateway is low temperature diamonds.
Never.
And it's by a big margin. I mean, if you look at it, the next highest material is granitite at 344,000, followed by low temperature diamonds at 842,000. So it is more than twice of the one lower. So low temperature diamonds is definitely going to be the most valuable material to sell. So the question is now, when you're out mining, is are they going to go purely for the low temperature diamonds and just ditch everything else? Or are they going to say, well, the differences, we're just going to pick everything up just to get as much and not skip on anything? What exactly is the fastest? I'm not 100% sure. If low temperature diamonds wasn't this valuable in the system here, if they were down in the same area here, then it would definitely be like pick up whatever you can find. But the fact that low temperature diamonds are like twice as expensive as everything else in the system means that it could potentially be a valid option to go and just only collect that. But let's quickly go back and let's have a quick look at again how Wrath is doing here. Looks like he's locating located an interesting rock here.
I don't know. That looks a bit suspicious to me.
Yeah,
I think it's a joker.
It could be one of the jokers. There are some of them that look
that's a joker.
Very much like it, or is it? I'm not sure. Let's move on and I'll get that over here. And let's have a look at DKY, who is also live streaming.
Very much.
Oh, just gonna mute so we don't get double up on the auto here. Oh, it looks like oh, there we go. It looks like DK he got a bit of an interesting That was one of the points that I was mentioning, that I'm not sure everybody has noticed the fact that low temperature diamonds was so valuable compared to everything else. We can definitely see now DKY relocating.
Yeah, I heard you.
To a new hotspot. He's moving over to a
Definitely.
to a low temperature diamond hotspot. And now comes the interesting part. If we look at DKY's build then, which we have here, we can see he was indeed fitted out for handling pirates. So he was fitted and could handle a where did all that go? Well, there we go. And could handle a relocation. So let's just see as he drops in here if he's gonna get any trouble from NPCs. Also, nice little touch here, dropping out over 6 megameters away from the center of the hotspot to ensure that you're not getting into a spot that is completely outmined already.
Will there be a prize for the guy who finds the most bromellite asteroids?
You're picking up a lot of bromellite.
Oh god,
Not
I
really
hear
picking
that.
it up, but it's like the third already out of the 6 I found.
Well, I went for the first 10 minutes with nothing.
And also DKY using my absolute favorite tactic when it comes to prospecting, setting the camera up in third person, so you get a much wider field of view until you locate something that's interesting. We can see a pirate or something at least dropped in behind him, but it looks like it's just a single ship. Oh, looks like that you were lucky there, because I assume you already have something in your cargo hold.
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, that could. Well, how far are we in? We are almost
halfway through.
Almost halfway through. Okay, let me just quick jump back into the game here, and then we can get the last stream up here. I have, which is Cageman, like so.
Ooh.
Oh, we got a quick look there. I saw at least a few low temperature diamonds there. I'm not sure exactly how many, but there was at least a few. Yeah. Oh, and a lot stored in the hoppers already. He must have been probably been carrying a full load of limpets, which is why so much of it has been stored in the hoppers by now.
Don't give him clues.
I'm just guessing why there would be so much stored in the hoppers.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we can see here, this is where the Python's lack of speed comes in. As he's approaching that rock. If it's been a clipper, it would probably have been like zooming past the rock. Let's see if that what he's gonna get here. He's gonna see this limpet get to the target. What? It's not landed yet? Did that limpet just go through the rock?
Hackers!
Yeah, it did. That limpet just went straight through the rock. There we go.
I hate it
Can
when
you
that
teach my
happens.
limpets how to do that?
Well, as long as it goes through the rock and it doesn't crash against the rock like every other limpet does.
I once had a prospector limpet go through one side of the rock, but then attach to the inside of it.
Attached to the...
That's
Oh,
how that works.
I think I had that as well a while ago. And it's kind of just stuck in there trying to get out and at some point just self-destruct.
Okay, but again, Berman seems to be doing quite alright here. I'm just quickly gonna go and get a glass of water because I can feel if I'm gonna survive the next half hour of talking, then I need something to drink. So I will be right back.
full already.
Okay, we are back. I am back at least.
Who just said cargo rack full already?
I probably brought too many limpets. Don't get too excited.
Oh,
If someone managed to mine over 100 tons of material already, I would be very surprised. And another point is, and we're getting close to the end, as I said, it's all about, I guess, getting back as close to that 21, 29 mark as possible. And that could potentially be a bit of a rush, so I'm gonna make sure I have my ship outside the station in about half an hour when guys begins to come back. Now I want to know who can I actually see that. If I go out of this. Oh, we have somebody has relocated. I can't remember. There was someone who started out. No, sorry, my bad. Here. It's DKY who decided to stay in system. That was a quite interesting trick, I think.
Yeah, it didn't work.
It didn't work? No. Let me just quickly get chat back here so I can see what's going on. Drunken says beer. Commander, someone says in chat here, I think Astro's parallel career as an alt sports commentator is about to take off. Alternative sport commentator, yeah, definitely. Now let's go back and have a look at some of the live streams. I think I have all of them opened still. Maybe no. Yes, I do. Okay, just quickly take a look here. We're currently watching Wrath here, who is coming up on a rock, about to be prospected, and indeed, oh, that's a good one.
It is.
That's what you want to see.
It is. Now it's got to find the closest fish. Oops. Pretend you didn't see that.
Oh, the one that missed. Yeah, we have a bit of a stream delay. But no, it's actually, even though the numbers, if you look at the pure numbers on Coriolis, the crate doesn't seem to be so much more maneuverable than the Clipper. But like watching this, I mean, when you see it in action, it just looks so much more maneuverable. I'm not sure if it actually is, or if it's just, I don't know what it is about the crate.
Just your imagination.
It might just be my imagination.
Talk shit about the Clipper.
Oh, that's a nice safety distance there, like 5 kilometers.
Well, Falcon DeLacy did a facelift on the Python and made it better. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Great improvement.
That's a great improvement.
Oh, god damn it.
That doesn't give you.
I was wonderful. I forgot to switch scenes, so they couldn't see the problems with the live stream there.
Probably for the best.
Treat it as an audiobook.
Yeah.
No, bad.
Live commentating on live streams, no. But no, as you can see, we have Craigspin here just located himself a nice low temperature diamond rock that's about to be blown up. But I guess we're beginning to move around in a bit to get to the last surface deposit. We can again begin to see the maneuverability of the crate. And again, it might just be my imagination, but it feels so much more maneuverable than the Python. Not the Python, sorry, the Clipper. A Python as well, I guess. Do it again. Come for Scorpion.
It's a hell of a lot more maneuverable than an anaconda.
It is there's a lot of things a hell of a lot more maneuverable than an anaconda. It's not cutter level, though.
No.
And then there goes that career. Yeah, well, I guess so. Okay, let's quickly move over and let's have a look at how. Who do we have here? This is DKY. How he's doing. And we can see indeed he did stay in LP for his mining trip here. Can we see 104 collectors left? And I assume you started with a full cargo hold at 128, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I did.
You haven't had much luck yet?
First core detected. It was at 40 minutes in, so I'm doing.
Oh, there's
pretty
another
good.
core I can see. This time Alexandrite. Again, Alexandrite is the third most valuable material on Marty Gateway, if I recall correctly. So it's not a bad find. Of course, that depends if you're going for the pick up everything you find kind of
It's
tactic.
my first find.
It's your first find. Okay, it's better than nothing. But I guess this just goes to show, that the location that you're mining really does matter. Especially, just gonna quickly switch over here to Crate's stream as well. Oh, his ship is frozen up. We can't see a thing right now. There's been a lot of discussion that it seems the rarity of the system doesn't have any effect on the number of core deposits. And there's still a lot of discussion, I think, about where the best places to mine actually is, and it definitely seems like if you have, as we talked about earlier, the overlapping hotspots seem to have an effect as well.
When you say rarity, do you mean the reserve level?
Yeah, the reserve levels. I think most people agree now. I assumed at the beginning, at least, that the reserve levels would have an effect, but it seems now that most people agree that the reserve level has no effect on how many core deposits you get.
Interesting.
Yeah. I just assumed at the beginning that it would have, but it seems that it doesn't.
Yeah, I've always been searching for pristine icy rings. I guess I just need to look for icy rings.
Yeah, and especially if you get icy rings with overlapping hotspots. And there's also been some... A problem is these things are very difficult to test, because you can't just go in, mine for an hour, and then use that as a benchmark for that ring. You need to mine there for like 10, 20 hours, and you need to record exactly how many asteroids you find. And even then, there might just be some like luck involved. So it's very difficult to actually benchmark these kind of things without spending a absolutely huge amount of time.
That's starting to sound like my statistics homework.
It pretty much is. But there have also been some, I've seen some people discuss that I put out a theory that a system has a certain chance of getting a core deposit, and that is then spread out based on the number of rings. So if you're in a system with a lot of rings, then the chance should be lower because the amount of resources are spread out across all those rings. I'm not so sure about it. I have tried it out a little bit, and I did get some, like a weak indication that there was something to it. But as I said, there's a lot of you need to do it a lot to get get enough data that you can actually do if you can get a proper result you can actually use for something. Just gonna pour up some water here. Revko says, overlapping hotspot, is that a thing? Yeah, it seems it is. Again, I haven't tried it out too much, but it would definitely be something that could be fun to try. I would love to go into an overlapping hotspot. Steve says there's oh yeah, his honey hole has 3 overlapping voidable hotspots. That's interesting. It could be fun. I think I'll try to see if I can find one as well, and just try it out, just to see how much you actually gain from having overlapping hotspots. Okay, what is the time? It's now 6 minutes past. I mean, we have 25 minutes before the miners will have to begin to come back again.
I hate bromelite so much.
It's difficult to see who is on top. Just gonna jump back here to DKY stream so we can get a. Oh, is it down? DKY, are you still with us? Oh no, I can see his mouse moving around.
Yeah, still here.
Oh, still here. Wait, you're out in a Corvette now? What's going on?
I'll check the stream. Two secs.
Limpets are the dumbest things on the planet.
Yeah. Okay, Wulan asks, do I recommend any particular kind of mining to unlock Celine? Celine Jane that's the Painite, right?
Ooh, I almost pegged an asteroid real hard there.
We have Colin here saying that the crate build is nice. I think you'll try that one out.
It works for me.
Yeah.
Bromellite again. Okay, really getting stupid now. I'm getting annoyed.
When it comes to mining Painite, I guess you would. I mean, Painite you can still get from. Celine Jane, is that gold or is that Painite? I think it's Painite.
I believe it's Painite.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So okay. So he says you require 500 tons of refined ore. Okay. When it comes to the refined ore, so the 500 tons, you just strap as many collectors as you can on the ship, and as many medium-sized lasers as you can. Gotta go to RAS stream here. As many medium-sized collectors as you can, and you just go out and you don't do core hunting. You just go up to a random rock. Don't prospect it. Just go up to the rock and mine it in like the old-fashioned way. That's the fastest way to get 500 tons of ore, just collecting anything. Now you can kill two birds with one stone if you do it in a pristine metallic ring. You can be looking for Painite while you're at it, so that you will have your 10 tons of Painite while you're collecting your 500 tons of, well, anything basically. That should be doable. And especially if you get all the indite and all that stuff, it doesn't matter if you don't have room for the cargo. Just jettison it, get rid of it, and then move on. And that's the other one that requires a lot of gold, which I tried to mine 200 tons of gold, and that ended badly. And gold is actually a little bit more difficult to collect, because you can't get that in core deposit, so you can't get it as easily, though it is a lower rarity, so it's still easier to find. But you can mine. Oh yeah, that's actually a good point, Colin. I completely forgot that you actually should prospect it with a class A prospector, because you get more fragments. I completely forgot. It's been so long since I've done the old type of mining. Yes, that's right, Wulan. It's refined ore. It's basically, I can show you here if I jump back. Oops, there we go. Back into the game here. Basically, the number that counts here is go into the codex. Go here. We go stats. We go mining. It is this one here that says materials refined. It's the number of times you filled up a hopper in your bin. That is what counts. On this account here, I only mined 201 tons of material, so that's clearly not enough. But have I really gotten? Wait, how much? I got about 1 million an average of just over 1 million per ton. That's pretty good. But yeah, it's just refined ore. You don't have to sell it. It's not profit or sold refined mining ore or anything. It's just refined, so you can just dump it out the cargo hatch as soon as you refine it. And yes, it's lead chunky gold.
But gold you can just buy, right?
Gold you can buy off a station, yes. And that was what I ended up doing. I started by trying to mine it. If you guys haven't seen that that it's an old clip now, but I was trying to mine the 200 tons of gold, and I thought it takes a couple of hours. It took 5, after which I crashed my cutter into a rock. The whole thing exploded, and the last 5 hours of mining was just poof, went off into smoke.
The thing is, you didn't really lose a lot of progress just by it.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't lose. It was really annoying that I lost 5 hours of mining, but I just went to the nearest station and bought the materials off the market and just sold it. It was a lot easier.
Uh-oh, I've got a fragment inside the rock. I better just leave it.
Before all your limpets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already starting to run out of limpets.
How are people actually doing on... Oh, you're running out of limpets?
Yeah.
I've got 41 left.
Okay, that was my next question.
I've got 20 left.
I noticed that not everybody was running a full cargo hold of limpets.
I have 94, so it lets you see how good I'm doing.
I think I already found 5 bromelite asteroids yet. And it's really, really annoying.
Oh, can we see here? Now, right, we're looking at Raz Stream. He has 39 limpets left.
I got 41.
With
left.
about 16... What does it say? Time for move my mouse, maybe. Yeah. 17 minutes remaining, approximately. Is that right? Yeah, looks about right.
I'm sorry, I'm Sloss. I'm going to tell you this right now, but I've been getting really lucky.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you must have got my luck.
Should we just give up now?
I've been getting lucky with finding asteroids, but not with what's inside of.
Oh, that's actually good. Dunklore posted a very good point here. That if you want to unlock Bill Turner, who is proceeding Celine Jane, and he needs 50 tons of bromelite. So, or you could just ask Emslus. I hear he has a lot of it.
Yeah, I found. No, I didn't mine it. I just gave it the finger and drove off. But
should we just quickly check the prices on? I keep getting back to the starting screen here. Checking the prices on bromelite here in Martian Gateway. It's probably not a lot.
Okay, if you tell me it's really high now, I'm really pissed.
Where's bromelite, bro? Why can't I find bromelite at all? Because it's not in demand.
Yeah, so it's
pretty much galactic average then.
Void opals.
Okay, let's quickly I just want to jump back, see here. Oh, look at this. Can we get this over here? Yeah. We're just quickly looking at Raz Stream again here, and I don't know if you managed to catch it, but I saw you just found a void opal rock. It must hurt just leaving those behind, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, there's no point in getting it because it's so cheap. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made me cry. Like, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, void opals. That was 15 million in that rock if you sold it at any other station.
Absolutely, yeah.
How much time's left? 15 minutes?
Yes, absolutely, Woolen. Woolen says here, so the fastest way to get both engineers is to go to a pristine metallic ring and try to get 50 tons of bromelite and 50 tons of painite. Correct. And then when you have that in your cargo hold, you just keep mining and just ditch everything like low value. And 500 tons, I don't know how long that takes. Quite a bit of take, I guess, but once you're done with that, then you should be able to unlock both of them.
Wow, I picked a really good spot.
That ain't annoying.
Well, I thought I picked a really good spot, but I've probably mined it all.
Well, my spot was really good like an hour ago when I test ran it, or not more than an hour ago, but earlier.
I tried something somebody mentioned and looked for a system that had a low traffic account. And I guess that's a good thing to consider too, because I've got 116 already.
You've got 116 what, sorry?
Low temperature diamonds.
Ooh, that's a lot.
I give up.
100,
Yeah,
you
I think that's
almost,
pretty
you're
much
gonna
it.
run out of cargo space before the event is over.
I am going to get a cargo space.
Yeah, I have like 4. Exactly.
I have not just about over 70, but as I said, I had so many stupid.
Oh, that's not a fissure.
wrong-
Oh, we're back looking at Cageman now. He seems to have located. I can see a prospector with a low temperature diamond core in it. Yes, there is a lot of RNGs in this, and was actually one of the things I was really trying to figure out before the event is how to minimize the amount of RNGs that is in it. I mean, one of them could be to say everybody needs to mine in the same spot, but I think that kind of takes out some of the core parts of being a good miner, is really locating a really good spot. Which is why I just said, well, people are of course allowed to check out the surrounding areas beforehand and find a good place to mine.
Which I did, and it seems to have paid off.
Woolen says, have I refined my low temperature diamond piracy method at all? I've been noticing that the mining ships are becoming rarer, and I'm wondering if that could be due to system state changes. I'm not actually sure. I haven't done any low temperature diamond piracy in a while. But I guess the system state, I think, is it boom that gives slightly more of them. But it needs to be anarchy, it needs to be an agricultural, industrial system, and if it's in boom, it's even better.
Ooh, my shields.
Oh yeah, so there's still a chance to win if you fuck up.
Or if Noxton doesn't make it, I mean, unlikely now that he's so close to filling up his cargo. If he doesn't make it back in time.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Now he's gonna be. pay
Does
extra
Don't
population-
worry, I know the rules.
Does population matter? To be honest, when we're already looking at agricultural industrial anarchy systems, I don't think you're gonna have much of a choice when it comes to population. But if you have the choice, I would always go for the higher population system, or the system with as many ringed planets as possible, because the mining ship seems to be spawning out of the rings. So the more ringed planets, the better. And if you also want the rings as close to the center star as possible, so you don't have to fly as far. There's a lot of considerations. What is that?
Sorry, I had an alarm for 10-2.
Oh, there's an alarm
Right.
for having... we're about to run out of time.
Yeah, I also have one at 5-2, so don't worry, MSLS, I'm not going to miss it.
Damn it!
Okay, we are getting pretty close to the end of the event here, where people are going to come back. So I'm just going to launch and get outside the station so we can see people when they're coming back again.
I got another one inside the rock. It's eating up all my limpets.
Engaged. Clear for departure.
There we go. And I'll park right here. Rushing back, don't crash. Yeah, exactly. We have less than 9 minutes remaining before people have to be back. And sold. It's not enough to touch down the landing pad. You need to have sold all your materials as well. Remember that.
Alright, I better not get greedy.
Okay, random uploader says, how long do I think FDev will keep the servers running after the big update coming next year, quite a while, it would be very stupid of them to spend 2 years developing a huge patch and then shut it down right after. I think League Danger servers are still running in 2022. Probably for much longer. Yes, I know how this mine 200 tons of gold and getting hit by a rogue asteroid.
I might be having a bit of an internet hiccup here.
Okay.
My sabotage works.
By the way,
Don't worry, I'm
Nox
lost.
did inform me before the stream that he had some internet issues. So if he's getting disconnected, then
Oh, we're back. Am I good?
yeah, we can still hear you. But
Okay.
Nox, I mean, as I said, it's okay if you lose connection and you get disconnected and you have to log in again. That's of course completely fine. But you're not gonna get extra time. So if you're still not back within the time slot,
All right, I better get going.
it's just a fair warning that the same rules regarding time still applies.
Now, wouldn't it be a shame if the server tick happened and the prices changed? And low temperature diamond.
I think it would be a very late server tick, but it could be fun if the whole thing just changes like now, and then by the way, void opals are now or bromelite is now the most valuable one.
Yeah, bromellite, of course. Keep
Unless-
rubbing it in. Jesus Christ.
Unless Xandrolite goes for like 100 million, I'm screwed. Since I have 4.
Oh.
So, I tried.
Yeah.
What is all this out here? Is this high wakes? Look at all the high wakes.
Did you put a...
Do I have enough fuel to make it back?
Oh,
I think I do.
Yes! Actually, you put a typo in the title of this stream.
I did a what?
Put a typo.
Ah, okay. Oh, we have someone coming back now. Let's see who we have here.
Yeah,
It's
it's
me.
me.
It's a me!
Mine-a-ton.
Mine-a-ton. Oh, wonderful.
I only mine 18.
No,
Oh,
that's
I
me.
didn't tell you. You're only allowed to mine 10.
Oh. You know what? The next Mine-a-ton should be with SRVs on planet surface.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
That should be fun.
Yeah.
See how many times people are gonna almost destroy their ship.
Well, funny enough, because after this, I'm going to pop back over to Chi Hercules to do that circumnavigation. It's a busy week for me.
Did you get in inside the station already? Oh yeah.
No, I'm on my way back now.
Traffic restrictions are
There was Caseman is on the pad. I can see. We have less than 5 minutes remaining. Who's the next one coming in here in the red clipper? It's DKY coming back in the red clipper. Getting in on the landing pad.
So we just sell? Is that the thing? You sell everything we...
You sell all
mine?
you mine, then you go to your codex again. In the codex you go back to commander, you go to session log, the first menu, and then you send me a screenshot so I can see everything you sold and the prices, and I'll then type that into the spreadsheet. And I also need the screenshot of the stat sheet that you have you sent in the beginning again.
Oh, okay.
But all that you can send that after the time has passed. You don't have to send that within the time frame. You just need to sell within the time frame. All that.
So if you have a couple of different things, you sell them and then it will be in each log, I guess?
Yes,
or?
yes, it should be.
Okay.
Hey, I made 1.34 million.
Woohoo!
That's pretty
I
good.
don't think it will be enough.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, there's some people. We have 2 people back so far.
I made a few strategical mistakes and was really unlucky. So
we still need to have Wrath, Emsulus, and Noxton come back. Oh, have people come. We have 2 people coming in now. It is. Oh, who is that? It is Wrath coming in here in his crate.
Request docking.
Yeah.
I'm back as well.
Emsulus coming in there, right in front of him. Oh, that was close though.
That was
wasn't.
lovely.
Was there someone else going through it as well? I didn't see.
Right
Yeah,
behind you.
me.
I mean,
Oh,
if,
okay.
if you slowed down just a bit, you guys, you would have a crate up your ass.
Not for the first time, I bet.
Okay, I don't want to hear about that. We still have not seen Noxton back, as far as I know.
I saw him
Oh,
in
I'm just
Super
pulling in.
News.
Oh, I
Yeah, I
see
saw
him.
him in
Oh, there he
Super
is. With about 2 minutes left. We just need to get Noxton on the pad and get to the
Come
tube.
on.
Now,
It's cutting it close.
wouldn't it be a shame
I've got
if
the most to
mission board-
lose here.
Wouldn't be a shame if the mission board takes ages to load now.
I mean, the sensor log really doesn't show you how many you
To
sold or
equip for
anything.
approach to pad 3-1.
It should, on the right-hand side, should show you what you sold it for.
Alright, let's go.
Didn't it?
No, it doesn't actually show that.
Alright, try to send me the screenshot, I'll have a look at it.
Warning. Landing gear
Oh,
not
landing
known.
gear.
Mine doesn't show the thing I've sold. Or I took a screenshot of the transaction anyway.
Okay. Otherwise, we'll just do it from the profit. That's why I also want the stat sheet as a kind of a backup. Okay.
Yeah, and you have my
And
streams.
sold.
Yeah, if mine sold as well. It doesn't show any cells on my and
It doesn't? That's really weird. I tried it out beforehand just to make sure that it actually worked. Oh, I can
shows
see.
Go to your ship tab and then go to the bottom menu and make the time since last update reset. That should fix it.
Where?
Oh.
Sorry.
ships.
If you go to your ship statistics page, the time since last update, that should register.
Oh,
it.
still in the codex? Or
Oh no,
Oh,
okay,
the
see what.
ship, isn't it?
Alright, so now where do we go to screenshot stuff?
yeah. So we go to ship
Yeah, where?
statistics.
Still doesn't show.
No,
Ah.
mine doesn't show either.
It shows what you refined though. If you go to mind at wherever. Oh god, but that's a lot of ones.
Okay, then we'll just have to run it off the mining stats sheet. That should have updated, I hope.
Oh, true.
That's why I used that as a backup. It's really odd because I tried it out beforehand and it worked for me when I tested it. Okay. Well, we'll just use the mining stat sheet instead. So we'll use that as verification. I'll get my spreadsheet up here and I'll begin to look for screenshots so I can begin to... okay, let me see here.
Spam!
Let me just get the right here. Okay, here we go. We have DKYs here. And I'm just gonna begin to... No, I'm gonna get this... no, then we have all the links. Can we just like minimize those and minimize Discord names and minimize Twitch so we can get this onto the stream live so you guys can follow along here as we type in numbers. So once again, live streaming spreadsheets. This happens surprisingly often. Okay, so
It's a bit like EVE Online.
okay, DKY, yours have not updated, or the profit have not updated. What?
I didn't make that much.
No, but it's exactly the same. I can see the refined and the fragments have updated, but the profit has not. God damn it, Elite. This was my fallback.
I think it worked for me.
Okay, let me see here.
Although now I'm not sure if it actually changed the right way. Or if I have to be afraid.
Let me see here. This one, I'm just gonna check another screenshot here. This was one was from Wrath, and Wrath's has definitely updated, so we can type in his numbers. 43680.
Mine should as well.
477. Oh, why does this not work? And I see
Wrath, by the way, that's really impressive for an hour's work, to be honest. Well done.
Just try to type that again. 33680. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. So Wrath, I get a total profit from you from around 74 million. Is that correct?
No, it's about 88 million, I think.
Yeah. And let's just go mining.
No, 74 million.
Astro, which screenshot did you need again?
The stats, the mining stats in the codex.
Okay.
Okay, I can see materials collected has not changed, but refined health. So we're gonna put that in 4, 2, 6, 3, and we're gonna just take this and write it down like so. And that one didn't change the screenshot. Okay, that was from the stat page from Wrath. Let's see who else had a screenshot that was working.
Yeah,
I
mine.
sent you one.
Alright, I'll do MCLS here. You can type that in as well.
Bear with me, navigating my computer in VR is a little tedious.
2, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 4, 3. So there's a lot of 2, 4s, and 3s. And
There
a
is,
6
yeah.
at the end. Boom. Oh. You said you did. That's not too bad.
Yeah, as I said, but I got shit tons of asteroids, but 6 or 7 of them were just bromelite. And then I, for some reason, collect 2 normal ones, or 2 shitty materials. I still got around 80 to 90 tons.
You got
of diamond.
17 tons, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Next up is what we have here. We have Cageman here. Let me see what we got here. Oh, that's a high resolution screenshot.
Where are we throwing those screenshots? In the Mine-a-ton?
Mine-a-ton or PM, that's up to you. So he has 36393 That's still not bad. It's actually pretty close. I mean, and of course this one is. I think the fragments here is probably materials collected is probably surface fragments. And here,
yeah, I think that's surface fragments.
886.
Yeah, you have minerals refined. That's the one where you.
Yeah, it's minerals refined. That's interested. Yeah. So you got back with 94 tons.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was like 60 low temperature diamonds and some grenadier or whatever it's called. The other one.
And I should have a lot of screenshots in the Mine-a-ton chat, I guess. We have a Noxton DK. Huh. That's right. The session log doesn't show. That's really odd. Okay.
Yeah, it's not shown on mine either.
It does show on yours? Well,
No,
it shows
just
what
says
you mine.
maintenance at Martin Gateway, but doesn't show
What
anything
the
about
hell,
selling.
Noxton? Oh my god.
Yeah, I actually filled my cargo completely, and then I had some in my refinery still.
17.
That was a really good spot.
Yeah, I can see you must have had, what, 5 plus, what, 2, right? Yeah, 7 in your hopper?
Yep, that's actually exactly how much I had.
That's amazing. And we've
That's my trick.
And then finally from the... No, that can't be, that's not the right one. Hold on. That's not the right one either. DKY, you sent a
Yeah.
screenshot as well somewhere. Oh yeah, no, that's not it.
Let me grab a
Oh yeah, here it is.
screenshot of where I was in case you're curious.
I am.
Astro, I wouldn't bother too much.
There's
Okay.
some. Well,
I can see that the price of yours didn't update. But regardless, I think it
There's a clear winner.
there is a
Yeah.
clear winner. But we can take them. We can take them from. That's actually very close. I was actually surprised how close that was. We had Caseman coming in with 62 million credits made in an hour. We have Emslus. No, sorry, we have Wrath coming in at 74. So that is 12 million more. And then 10 million more than that, we have Emslus coming in at 84 million. And then, like, running ahead of everybody else, we have Noxton coming in at 113.7 million credits.
Woohoo!
And remember, this
Wow.
this is on Martin Gateway. If I mean, how many low temperature diamonds did you get?
108.
Sorry?
Who, me?
Yeah.
128 plus 7.
Oh, you only mined those. Okay, so you had the 135. Wait,
Yep.
what? How much would that have been? Low temps can sell for what? 1.1.
800. I think they go up to 1.2 or something like that.
Yeah.
But if he managed to find that amount of of void open, he'd make close to 200 million an hour.
Yeah, that would have if that would have sold on a station with absolute max profit on low temps. That would have been 162 million in an hour, and had it been void opals, it would have been 216 million an hour. That's really impressive. Well done. So
I
Well,
surprised even myself.
Yeah, well done. Amazing.
yeah, so the spot you choose. Now I'm interested.
I screenshot it.
We all are.
Is that a closely guarded secret, or is this something you want to share with just the us here in chat and a few
It
hundred
served its
people
purpose for today.
and a few hundred people watching along at the stream?
No, you can share it if you want.
You screenshot
I think
it
if he
somewhere?
shares it, I think.
Yeah,
it's the way-
I showed you the session log there. The
Oh yeah.
Are you streaming as well? Can maybe share the stream?
Crucis sector FR-V B2-1 B ring of Planet 1.
But I guess, I mean, as it is, it's been pretty clear so far. You can see the screenshot here from VR. That if a lot of people are mining in the same location, it's gonna run dry eventually. I think at least I'm pretty sure Frontiers confirmed that is what's gonna happen if a lot of people are mining the same spot, to try to avoid people just finding the perfect spot and then everybody just rushes there and mines it, and that's just the mining spot in Elite, to try and spread people out.
Yeah, I mean, when I mine void opals, I actually mine outside the bubble because it's so much faster compared to going to the known sites, because you will chase them forever.
I think now that most people know that you're not really looking for pristine, there's just an insane amount of rings that you can mine from, and I could guarantee that you'll find one that hasn't been used within a radius of like 100 light years.
Yeah, true.
So, but yeah, if you want to guarantee it, you probably go outside the bubble. Naxton, we have a little echo from you.
Yeah, that's okay. It's
Oops.
not that bad. Oh yeah, people were, yeah. Of course you couldn't see. Okay, I was looking at the. People said they couldn't see it because it was hidden behind the face cam, the main. But you can also see it here on the log here. It says mined at. But really well done, and I'm really happy that you guys wanted to join. I think it was fun.
That was really fun.
And
yeah.
Noxton, what do you have a ship kit, paint job, bobblehead, something in mind that you want?
I actually haven't picked one out yet. I wasn't expecting to win.
Okay, we'll talk after the stream, and once you figured out what you would like, you can just get a hold of me, and we'll figure that out.
All right.
Oh, congratulations, and
Thank you.
Well played, everyone.
Well played, and thanks for participating.
GG.
Yeah,
GG.
really glad. It was fun.
Yeah,
to do.
well played, guys. It's been good.
Yeah.
Thanks for the lesson and how to mine.
And if there's any doubt from anybody out there that mining is a very profitable activity in the game, I think that should have been put to rest now.
Oh, God, yeah.
That absolute monstrous demonstration there from Noxton. That was awesome. Great. I think I get Noxton will talk afterwards, but I'm just gonna mute Discord, and then I will begin to round off the stream here for today. But again, thanks a lot for joining, guys.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for hosting this event.
That was fun.
Bye, guys. Okay, Discord is muted. Let's get over here. So, as I said, I'm gonna call the stream now. It was really fun, and as I also mentioned, this was kind of a bit of a trial run to try out, see how these kind of events work. There was points where it was a little chaotic. Maybe I hope it doesn't show too much on stream, but there was a lot of stuff to juggle around with multiple live streams up at the same time and updating stat sheets and something. So one thing that's definitely for sure is if we're gonna do this again, which I definitely would like to, and if we're gonna try to upscale it to try to make it a little bit bigger with more people joining. I would probably have to have some more people helping me with stat sheets and all that stuff, because it's okay when it's just a few guys as it was here. But I think it worked out, and at least I hope that you guys joined, was watching, enjoyed it as well. And as I said, it's always fun to spend some time talking about mining, which is an absolute one of my favorite activities in the game. We're not building ships. But yeah, thanks a lot for joining, guys. I'm really glad that you joined. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to give the stream a like. And if you're over on Twitch, you can hit the follow button. There will be more live streams coming out. Oh yeah, I should mention, next live stream actually. There will be a live stream on Friday, and it will be another creators roundtable. Most of you guys probably seen me do this in the past. It will be I can't actually remember the exact participation list, but as it stands right now, hold on, let me just find this here. As it stands right now, it looks like it's going to be me, Yamix, Peroxim, Spartalus, Plater, and Exobius as well will also be joining, I think. But then we will be doing a creators roundtable on Friday, where we will be discussing the whole 2020 thing, and we might also be touching upon some. We have some other topics that we want to talk about as well. That could be relevant. But if you haven't seen these roundtables, it's a lot of content creators around Elite Dangerous and other community people who get together, and we all stream through our separate platforms, and then we sit and discuss various, basically like a podcast where we discuss the different topics what's going on in Elite and what we think about it. And it's been a lot of fun in the past, and we don't always agree. I've definitely had some heated discussions on those live streams sometimes, as I think Don Glover is referring to here. But no, that will be on Friday, and it will probably, I can't remember the exact time slot, but there will be notifications up when the stream goes live. So I hope you will join me for that. Other than that, the next normal live stream is of course on Tuesday next week, unless there's going to be bonus live streams during the weekend. There might be, but otherwise, the next planned live stream is Tuesday next week, where I think I'm gonna take gonna continue from last week where we was killing Thargoid scouts. I have been refining that a little bit more, and I think I'll go out and I'll begin to work towards getting Combat Elite. I'm actually pretty close, and if I put some work in, I might actually be able to hit Triple Elite on the live stream next week. So I really hope that a lot of you guys would join me for that last leg to finally finish my combat rank, so I get that Triple Elite rank. That's going to be Tuesday, where I hope I can make... I'm not sure if I can put in the hours to make it all the way there, but I'll try to make it so that I can hit triple league during the live stream. That would be awesome. Yes, but let's round this stream off. As I said, thanks a lot for watching. Remember to give it a like, follow if you're on Twitch, subscribe if you are on YouTube. And until next time, I will see you guys in space.